Hello again and welcome to our video. This is our September 2019 on a 69 plate Volvo XC90. This is the T6 engine, which is the 2-litre petrol, 310 PS, around about 306 brake horsepower with the auto gearbox. Inscription Pro in osmium grey metallic with around about 47,500 miles. We'll check it out exactly when we get inside the car. Full Volvo service history, and we're going to use this video to take you around the vehicle, tell you exactly what we've done to the vehicle, and basically then go inside the car and show you some of the spec, because there is so much on this XC90. It's top of the range, the Inscription Pro. So let's come in a bit closer. Now, as always, all of the vehicles are machine polished to bring the best of the paintwork out and give it that lovely glossy shine that you can see here under these bright lights. Now, as I go around the vehicle, I think what I'm going to do is point out some of the spec as I see it. So starting at the front straight away, these headlights have in fact, if we come in close, you'll see they are the full LED active high beam headlights. So essentially, when you are in the country and you're driving down the roads, this will light up all of the road and the sides. And then if the vehicle comes the other way, or if you're behind the vehicle, it will sense that with its sensors up on the dash, and it will move the headlights around that vehicle so it's not blinding them, while keeping the road completely well lit. So very, very good system. If we come in close, we've got parking sensors front and rear. We've got 360 cameras. We've got self-parking. This vehicle will actually park itself into a space and then also take it out of the space. Now I'm just showing you down the side of the car here so you can just see just how true all of those panels. There's no ripples, not had any previous damage or anything like that. It's a really fine example this. All the wheels are in lovely condition. It's got a really good set of tyres with lots of tread. I think some of the tyres are still around about 7.5 mil or just under 8 mil. If we come across the front, you see the grille, and then just in the bottom of the Volvo badge there, you can see the front camera. Just come around. We'll come back to the top of the car. I just want to show you down this side as well. Again, if you look down the side of the vehicle, this is what you want to be checking when you're checking out your next car, is this view here, to check, to see there's not been any previous damage, and you can tell that by the clarity of those panels. And it's so clean on the front. I mean, somewhere there's going to be I don't know, that might even be a fly there, but there's, look, very minor. If we come up onto the bonnet, let's take you along the front section of the bonnet first. Let's move around. And then if we come up to the top and across, that's exactly what you'll see. Really nice condition. Now the Pro, because you get an Inscription and an Inscription Pro, has the benefit of things like the heads-up display, which we'll show you when we get in the car. No damage on that windscreen. We've got the panoramic roof. Also, there are no bird dropping stains in the paintwork, and none of the paintwork. What you're looking for is to check if you leave bird droppings on your car, it will eat into the paintwork and make it crack. There's none of that on this vehicle. Got privacy glass at the back. We've got keyless entry to get into the doors. I'll just come back out and show you. Whoops, sorry. There we go. Really lovely looking thing. And the one thing I like about these is they glide across the road. They're very, very smooth and car-like to drive for such a big car. And when you put it into like a sport mode, the vehicle will actually lower and stiffen the suspension to make it more agile. And then when you want a more comfortable ride, put it into comfort or economy mode, and it'll just bring the suspension back up and give a softer ride. So let's just move around the back. I'll tell you what, let's do the wheels quickly. We're on this side. So you've got these lovely 21-inch diamond cut alloys with Pirelli tyres. As I say, really nice condition and lots of tread on those tyres. If we move around to the back now, just look, for a car of this age, it's come up beautifully. There's a really nice colour as well. Now we have also got electric tow bar, which I'll show you when we come back to the boot. T6 all-wheel drive. All around the filler cap, no damage at all. There are no nasty scratches or anything on any of the panels. I had a good look around the car. Show you the front wheel. Again, Pirelli tyres all round. If we just come back out. In fact, what I think we'll do now, have a quick look under the bonnet. So I'm just going to open up the bonnet for Dan to, there we go, just on the side there. Thanks, Dan. So, let's start off at the front here, move in. Not a lot to see, is there, of all these covers? But you get the general idea that the engine bay is lovely and clean. And all up underneath. Lovely and tidy under there. As I say, I think there's 6 Volvo stamps, and it's due an oil service now. So I've ordered in the right oil for this vehicle, the Pacific Volvo oil, and we're going to do an oil service, so it's all ready to go. But really nice looking vehicle. And again, we've got cameras underneath, if I can show you, there they are, for the 360 surround view. Now this is where it gets really, I'll change the word actually. The interior of this car is laid out really nicely, and the seats are so comfortable. You just don't want to get out once you get in it. It's so nice. And we've also got a massage function. In fact, I've just realised I forgot to photograph that, but I will show you. Excuse me. So we've got memory seats on both sides. Look at the carpets, door sill. And then we've got these lovely perforated, they're heated and cooled, the seats as well. All of the leather in really nice condition. We've got the Inscription logo just in the center of the headrest there. And the front of the seat extends. I'll show you more when we come round. And another nice thing, while I remember, is you can press a button on the dash, and using the switches on the driver's seat, it will actually move this passenger seat forwards and backwards. So if someone gets out and leaves the seat too far forward or backwards, you don't have to lean over to this side. press a button up on the dash, and you can use the driver's seat buttons to move this seat backwards and forwards, etc. All really nice and tidy. And there. See the little Swedish flag there. Huge panoramic roof which opens up, electric blinds there as well. Let's come into the back now. Again, the door card, all in really nice condition. And we've also got these blinds that hook up on the top here. So if you've got young children, this is probably one of the safest vehicles, if not the safest vehicle you could put your family in. And that'll keep the sun off them as well. And the back of those front seats, also in really nice condition, no scuffing. Now on this vehicle, one of the additional options, apart from the wheels, was the climate control for the rear, which I have taken a photograph, and you can control this from the front as well. And you've also got third row heating as well. So there's some air vents up behind here and on this side to give warm air to the people who sat in the back. Now, have we got the seats up? I can't remember. Yep. So we've got the seats in the rear. In fact, Dan, could you open the door on the other side, please? So these headrests. Now, we did use this vehicle one weekend. We took it out, and can you put the seat forward, Dan? Yeah. Thank you. And this one as well, if you can. And just try a little bit more light in that. That's lovely, thank you. There you go. Now, the nice thing is there's quite a lot of height between the floor and the seat, and you can sit in the back as an adult, not just a child, and it's actually surprisingly comfortable because there's enough height for your legs to drop down. Some of these seven-seaters, the floor is either too high or the seat is too low, and it can become very uncomfortable. But on these, it's surprisingly comfortable in this third row. You've got cup holders back there, and you can see the little vents up on the side there. Okay, let's put these seats back. It goes back like so. Lovely, thank you. Cheers, Dan. And if we come round to the back, electric tailgate, and we've got the parcel shelf folder there, which if you can just grab that for us, Dan. Great. Thank you. And then if we take a look under here, we can lift this up, and basically you can store stuff against that and use the elasticated section. When the seats drop down, in fact, drop those down, the headrest just flick down. That goes like so. And then you can put your shopping, hook them on here, behind here, and it'll stop it from going all over the show, basically. There are also additional hooks on the side that will take 5 kilos either side, and a 12-volt socket there. And you can get rubber mats to fit these vehicles for either just this end of the boot or the whole boot, but that's a really big boot. You can see those air vents up on the side there as well now. But it's in really nice condition for a car of its age. You know, it's really been well looked after. There's all LED lighting around the car, around the edges and at the front as well. And then we can lock it from the back or just shut the tailgate like so. I will just show you underneath. I just realised this also lifts up, and you've got your spare wheel locking wheel nut, etc. all under there. The other thing I'm going to show you is a tow bar, which you lift up and lock off like so. That's just a plastic cap on the top. And then to release it, you press the button again. And you just flip it up like so. You can also lower the suspension, because it's airmatic suspension, lower the back of the vehicle and raise it back up from here as well. So let's close that down. Fantastic. Say fuel cap, nice and simple, nice and clean in there. Again, the door card, really nice condition. The blind, again on this side. Door seals, no scratches. The backs of the seats again. See the little LED lights that are up there as well. Center armrest. This comes down as well, like so, with some cup holders in the middle. And then onto the driver's door. No scratches there. We've got blind spot monitors in the wing mirrors. Memory seat on the driver's side as well. All leather door cards, folding mirrors. And then if we look at the seal on this side, no scuffs. The seat, all in really nice condition. And then if we just take a look around the interior, let's just try and get the brightness. There we go. That's better. Okay, right, if I jump in, let's shut this door. Now, to start the vehicle, twist, little checklist, cross traffic alert, parking assist, so much comes up on there. You can see the mileage down on the bottom left, 47,439 miles. Now, we have some buttons on this side of the steering wheel. This one will bring up a little checklist up here. This is for the cruise control, pilot control, adaptive cruise. Now, in fact, if we do the adaptive cruise first. So, if we come down to this corner here, let's just turn this fan down because of the noise. Okay, that's off. Right, using the side arrows, as you can see, if we go to the left, we've got speed limiter. Go to the right, we've got adaptive cruise control. And then if we go one more to the right, we've got pilot assist. So what this enables you to do is you can take your hands pretty much off the steering wheel. You'll have to keep them very close to the vicinity. I'm not too sure if this is a sensor up here or there's a sensor within the steering wheel, but it'll keep you between the lines of the road if you're following vehicles in a traffic jam. So it just gives you a little bit more safety, so you don't wander off the lane, and quite a nice feature to use. You wouldn't use it all the time. Now, the next thing I'm gonna have to do, I think I'm gonna have to turn the car off. There are some things I can't do unless you're actually maneuvering in the vehicle, like the sat-nav screen. Well, actually, you can change it so it goes pretty much full screen. I'm sure you can. I swear I've done it on this car, but I don't think it wants to do it at stationary. And then if we press this button down here, In the center, we can change to media, navigation, phone in that little box there. If you go back to trip, you can scroll all the way down here, and there's all these different options. So plenty going on down there. I'm going to start the car back up. Now, there you go, you can see it's due for a service. Now what you can't see, there's a button just here for the auto wipers, which was where the park sign, if I take the park sign off, there you go, you can see that that's the auto wiper on. If I press that button, where is it? Yeah, you can turn it off and on there. It will also show the lane assist up there as well. If we come over to this side for just a second, this is the home button. We'll bring you through to this screen here. If we go to the left or swipe right, you've got your DAB channels, your Bluetooth, Apple CarPlay, driver information, etc. If we slide to this side, we've got lane keeping assist. There you go. That is now up above the rain sensor. Can you see that if I turn it on and off? We've then got parking assistant or parking assist, distant alert, cross traffic alert for the rear of the vehicle, start stop, park in, park out, headrest fold, head up display adjustment. So if we come, let's just zoom in, you can just see the speedo there, and I'm not too sure if it's going to bring anything else up. No, not for the moment. So there's your heads up display. Let's just zoom out. And you can adjust that. We've then got heads up display, turn it on and off. Blind spot monitors, road sign information, connected safety, curve speed assist. So I guess that's, do you know what? I haven't actually researched that one. Worth Googling that one. Speed sign assist, cruise control, seat adjustment for the passenger side. So if we press that, the driver's side buttons will move the passenger seat. Reduce guard for the alarm, corner lights for when you're turning, active bending lights, wiper service position, collision avoidance. It'll steer you around the car if you were going to collide with someone. And then if you press down here, you've got the climate, fan speed, parking climate, then you've got the rear climate up here for the second row and the third row, temperatures either side. Now if I press, let's just come out of here, if I press on the round section of the steering wheel, the seat, just come out of there as well. Right, so I've gone to maneuver the seat, and we can choose lumbar, the cushion extension at the front, the back. You can blow the sides of the seat up, and then we can come into here and we can have a massage. This is for both seats. We can have it on swell, tread, advance. We can set the intensity to high, the speed of the massage, and I can already feel that pushing into my back. I can see all the fingerprints I've just made. So let's turn that off. We can also, let's turn that, how do we turn it off? There we go, turn that off. If we press seat down here, we can have cooled seating. So the air will blow up through the perforations of the leather through here. Now you can actually have that on with the heating as well. So I guess it will blow like a warm air to stop you sort of sweating. And then we've got heated steering wheel as well. So we've got that for both sides. Obviously not the steering wheel on this side. So ventilated and heated seats. Our auto light and adaptive, you just ping it forward and you'll get a little A come up at the top there, and then the lights will take over. Apple CarPlay. You've got a huge display screen for the navigation. The navigation in the vehicle works really well. I quite often use Google Maps and things like that, but on these I quite enjoyed using the map on this when I picked it up. We've got parking brake and auto park hold or brake hold. I'm very tired, it's a Saturday and it's the end of the week. This button down here will open up the glove box. We've got all of the books in there as well. Our auto gearbox can come back, we can put it into manual mode, and we've got, I won't go up any higher, but I'm sure it's 8 speed on this one from memory. Let's put that parking brake back on. Auto tinting rear mirror. Wow, you can't usually do that. You usually have to wait for the blind. So I pressed it again and now the roof's going back at the same time. That's ingenious because that just saves so much time. So look, you can do that. Press it twice and the blind's already on its way as well. Now if I put the lights on, you see the LED lights? They work really well at night. The old lights that we were so used to are very yellow. We've got all the on-call, SOS, etc. up there. INTELLISAFE, part of the INTELLISAFE Volvo system. This is our heads-up display. I'm just trying to, of course. So if we go into reverse, our 360 camera, we've got the, you notice the park in and park out up there. We've got the addition of lines. TOWBAR brings up a single line. Rear sensors, when you're reversing back, this will bring the brakes on if it senses somebody there. And what we can also do is change the view. Look, where's the, so we've got TOWBAR, or we've got lines like so. We can have a bigger screen or zoom back to 360. We can go down the side of the vehicle so we don't hit the curb. We can go back to this side. We can go to the front like so, and you can just capture the front bumper. It's like a widescreen camera there. That'll come out of there. So now I'm just trying to remember if there's any zoom features, but no. But put it back into park. So that's the cameras. I'm just trying to think if there's any more in here. Corner lights, collision avoidance, we've done all of that. Yes. So up here where we have settings, got my car. Now we have drive modes here. Comfort, eco comfort, individual, dynamic. This will put the suspension at a lower setting. This is why you're going to need a nice microfiber cloth in this car, because look at my fingerprints, they're everywhere. Okay, and then when you go into digital, not digital displays, individual drive modes, if you tick this box up here, like so, you can set individual, so it will preset whether you're in dynamic, comfort, or eco. Driver display, that's up on the dash, eco, comfort, dynamic. Steering force, powertrain, so that's the power the engine will put out. And brake characteristics are more dynamic, makes the brakes more sharper. So when you press the pedal, the brakes come in a lot quicker. In normal, it's almost like you can sort of use the brakes in like a gliding mode, so you can apply them gently just to scrub a bit of speed off without, so you can just drift up to a roundabout, say, from further back and just brake gradually. Whereas if you like your brakes to be more responsive, put it in dynamic. Suspension, eco, comfort, dynamic, eco, climate, start, stop, etc. So plenty in there to play around with. INTELLISAFE, that's all the mitigation warnings, roadside information, displays. So up here, display themes. We've got minimalistic performance chrome rings. So I'm going to flick through those. So we'll go to glass, minimalistic, performance, chrome rings. We'll leave it on chrome rings for now. And then you can have bright on this screen or normal. Come out of there. Driver information. So at the moment we've got the map. If I just turn the car off for a second. We've got map on there. If I turn the ignition back on now. There we go. Current media or nothing basically. I'm going to leave it on map. And like I say, I'm sure you can bring a map up in the whole screen there, but I think you might have to have a destination set. Heads up display, calibration, etc., navigation, everything that's going to show you on there. Mirrors, lighting, brakes, wipers, so you can put them into in fact you can't do that. Oh, rain sensing, auto rear wiper for when you go into reverse. Is that everything? Okay, then you've got your sound, communication, climate system, driver profiles. You get the message. It's there's a lot in there. Right, I think we've pretty much covered everything that we need to. In here we've got the USB ports here for Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. So let's jump out the vehicle now. Just take one last look around the vehicle. So like I say, we're going to have a service done. Now, it's always important that you get the right oil and you buy a good quality oil. We've been using a very well-known oil supplier for many years now. Morris Lubricants. Guy Martin is one of the people that heads up a lot of their promotions, and they make a lot of oils for, or blend a lot of oils for Castrol, Shell, and they have a technical team, and we always give them a call and ask for the right Pacific oil for the vehicle before we do any service on any vehicle here. So you're assured that you've got good quality oil in the vehicle, because it's so essential to have that for not just looking after your engine, but for fuel economy, etc. as well. A lot of the oils now are 0W20, which I believe this is as well. If you need any finance, please get in touch. We've got a current rate with Santander at 9.4%. That rate we don't no commission at, but there are other companies that we sometimes use that they may pay us commission. Obviously that will all be disclosed to you at the time with the new rules. And if you need an extended warranty, we have some amazing warranty packages. You can go back to the main dealers to have work carried out as well. So please ask about that, especially for a vehicle like this. You know, there are so many features, electronics, and it all works well, but you know, if anything was to go wrong, it's nice to have the backup of that warranty to, you know, pay for anything that might need to be done in the future. And you can take up to 4 years now with our policy. So it's a really good time to sort of, if you're doing finance or PCP over 4 years or something like that, you can cover the vehicle for that amount of time. Anyway, I've done enough talking. Thanks for bearing with me. It was quite a lot, bit of anxiety before I did this one today. It's been a busy week, and I think everyone's suffering with these horrible colds. So thanks for being patient, and look forward to hearing from you. All the best now. Bye.